is your name and what society do you do?
My name's Emily and I'm the branch coordinator of Sexpression.
Tell us a little bit about your society.
So we're a student-led charity, so we have branches all across the UK. This is the YSJ Sexpression branch, and we aim to just spread awareness of important topics that aren't really talked about, like stigmatised stuff surrounding sex and consent and gender issues as well.
What are your goals as a society?
So right now, because we haven't been running for that long, we set up the society just in September. Our main goal is just to get more members, to be honest, and get people knowing who we are on campus. We'd like to start running more events. We have a plan at the moment to do something called the Big Sexy Quiz in the SU, which will basically just be a big sex quiz that people can kind of have a laugh with a little bit. Eventually, we'd really like to start going into schools, educating 11 to 18-year-olds on sex education in like a more inclusive way, which is what the more kind of advanced Sexpression branches do. So yeah, we'd like to get that sorted at some point. We just need to sort the training for it.
What does Sexpression do and how is it organised?
So Sexpression UK is a national charity. So we have branches all across the UK. Within that, there is a national committee of people who arrange like external communications. They manage the branches, they manage the funding. It's basically like a society, but the committee is nationwide. And then within each of the branches, like YSJ Sexpression that I'm working with, for example, you have a branch coordinator, which is me. You have a treasurer, a social media representative, child protection officer, training officer. So those two manage going into schools and stuff and the legal stuff behind that.
So what does your sessions normally look like on a normal day?
So we do a range of different things, either weekly or bi-weekly. We have collaborated with other societies like LGBTQIA+ Society and Students Against Social Injustice. And most of the time we kind of just do discussion sessions where we'll get like colouring books out and we'll do something creative while talking about stuff. Like we had a really beneficial session with Students Against Social Injustice where we spoke about how well we think the uni supports people who are dealing with gender discrimination and stuff like that, which was good. But we also like doing more fun things like a sex quiz, or we want to do some more creative things where we make like origami vulvas because we think that would be really fun. And obviously we'll get our SHE training sorted soon as well, so we can all be educated on relationships and sex.
Do you think York St John do a good job of promoting your society?
I think they have been making a good effort to. At the beginning of our kind of journey, I guess, as a society, there were quite a few communication issues between us and the SU. Some admin stuff didn't get sorted, which meant that we weren't on the SU page when the Freshers' Fair happened. So people who wanted to buy memberships couldn't, which kind of set us back a little bit. But we've been having some conversations with them more recently, and they'd like to start promoting us more, like in the SU on those screens. They said we can do a social media takeover at some point as well. So yeah, I think they will be. They're going to do better.
Where do you see your society in 5 years?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I'd really like for YSJ Sexpression to be a lot bigger. I'd like us to have a very active presence on campus. I'd like people to think if there's somewhere that they want to go to talk about something that they maybe don't know how to talk about, I'd like us to be the people that they go to. As long as it's obviously safe and everyone's aware of, you know, we're not professionals, because we're not professionals. And I'd like us to be able to go into schools, like I said before, like that's one of our main goals, is to actually educate young people on more inclusive sex education.